So I'm speaking with.
Julia Allison.
And you are quite a sort of a social media celebrity, but also you are a digital nomad. Explain what that is.
I am I was a digital nomad from August 2010 until November of 2011, so almost 14 months. I lived without a permanent address. I didn't pay rent. I put my stuff in storage, and I traveled with a suitcase and my laptop and my iPhone. And I just went to different cities and slept on couches, inflatable mattresses, beds,
So I know that you're going to have a website at zendigitalnomad.com, or actually probably be up by this video is up. But walk through some of the technologies that you had to use that you were extremely reliant to be able to live this lifestyle.
Yeah, well, some of the technologies are pretty basic. Probably the number one technology I relied on was Yelp, because anywhere you go, you can be a native of that city. If you're looking for I have a dog, so I would go to a new city and I'd be like, I need a dog groomer, I need a vet, I need to find a pet store, and then for me, I need a hairstylist, I need to find out where the juice places. I drink a lot of green juice, and I need to find out where the Whole Foods is, and that was really important to me. I booked all my flights on Kayak. Hipmunk is also a really good place to book flights. I used PadMapper when I was looking for longer term places.
Explain what PadMapper is.
PadMapper takes all of the Craigslist listings and integrates them into a map, so you can, if you're looking for a very specific geographic location, you can actually go and look on the map. It's just a very intuitive way of looking at things. And then I used Facebook, but I used it in the sense that I searched by city of all the people I knew. Some of them were weak connections, but I would ask them who they knew in that city.
So what percentage was you actually doing couch surfing, and what percentage was you actually finding sort of long-term or Airbnb type places?
Actually, it was almost all couch surfing. I didn't do a lot. I love Airbnb, but I didn't do a lot of that only because I was poor. And so I spent most of my funds on flights and almost none on accommodations. And the way I would do it is just, I probably, looking back, would have done more Airbnb if I had gone to cities that were outside my sort of friend purview. But you can also negotiate with hotels. It's really fun to do that. If you really need a hotel, you can call them up and be like, I need a discount, and they'll give it to you. But yeah, I mostly couch surfed.
And just very last question is, obviously it's not just the technologies that allows you to do this. It takes a certain kind of personality. And you are extremely outgoing. And the other thing is you're an attractive female. And the thing is, most times when we think digital nomads, it's a guy with a backpack.
Yeah.
And so so are you didn't say you were concerned about safety, and what do you think is the sort of the personality needs to pull this off?
I think probably the positive term for this would be called adventurous. I think I'm very adventurous, but I also think I'm an idiot sometimes. I just don't get scared. I just don't. I don't know if I take a lot of risks in my career, so I'm used to taking risks, and I also feel like I'm not stupid about it, but you're sort of as safe as you decide to be, right? Like, pay attention, obviously, but you're just as likely to get, I don't know, maybe I'm being an idiot here, but like get mugged in your own city. You can't just stay in your bedroom the whole time and oh my God, I hope nothing happens to me.
Well, there's also the thing is that you're putting yourself in riskier situations, being the volume of couch surfing. I'm just playing the devil's advocate here.
No, I know. Maybe I should have been concerned, but I just never was. I don't know. You know what? Every time I did something that I'd never done before, I traveled someplace I'd never gone before, I felt sort of like a badass. And I would just tell myself, like, just going to have to figure it out because no one's going to rescue you. I think this is the biggest thing I learned as a digital nomad.